going on, guys, and welcome back to our Arc Genesis series. And we have been doing plenty of breeding in between last episode and this one. I've got the the Baryonyxes up to Melee Gen 5 and Health Gen 5. I want to push them to maybe about 10 to 10, just so that it's easier to take on caves, the smaller caves that we can't get our Megas or the Rexes into. Now, in between last episode and this episode, me and Max have been making the push to get all of the tributes and artifacts ready for the Megapithecus fight, the Dragon fight, as well as the Tech Cave. The only thing we're lacking over on the island now are the 2 Alpha Rex skulls, which are a little bit tricky to get because it's more just a luck of spawn. So we're having to go over there, spend a few hours clearing out any Rexes we see around the snow mountains, on Carno Island, and anywhere along the riverbanks, which is usually where they spawn. So yeah, we've been doing that in between episodes. It's nothing overly interesting to watch, but it's a good laugh for me and Max to get over there and actually just go around killing stuff. And doing the caves over there was a little bit tricky at times. But I also went out over to the lunar biome and I tamed up a couple of the parasaurs. Actually, what I want to do, not in today's episode, well, it will probably be done in between cuts in today's episode, but it's not going to be a feature of today's episode. I actually want to make a scrap metal farm, so I want to have these guys on breeding. I got a bunch of... Wow, that's loud. Got a bunch of the aircons, so then the eggs hatch, and then I'll have something going around eating the babies on like aggressive, maybe a moss chops or maybe a baryonyx. We got tons of them, and also made sure that we've got our breeding lot of the featherlights, and I actually bred. God, that's so loud. I'm going to turn down my volume just to. I don't think it will affect you whatsoever, but it's extremely loud in my ears. I actually bred up and imprinted a featherlight of my own, so that way I can carry one around just so that we can detect if there's any max levels. We've also switched the center map over to the Ragnarok map, and on the Ragnarok map we've actually disabled the wyverns, and that is because we don't want to ruin the sort of key feature of the Scorched Earth map, and that is that we get to get wyverns once we get over to that point. And to have the wyverns already accessible Ragnarok, I thought it was just a little bit meh. So we've disabled them completely so they don't even spawn, which means there's no eggs over there. So that's all happy days. We go over them. We wanted to load that map instead of the center because they got the mini bosses. Yeah, you've got the Lava Golem boss as well as the Death Iceworm Queen. So yeah, we're going to be doing that probably. Definitely not today's episode, but there we go. We got a light up. But definitely in an episode in the future, me, Mac, and just see who else is about to actually go do it. Me and Max have been making the push, sorting out rocket launchers and rockets and whatnot to do the Lava Golem, because we're in desperate need of getting a Rex Saddle BP in order to progress to doing the boss fights. Now that catch up is all done and up to date with, we've also got up to Melee 12 on our Bazsees, and I want to get them to Melee 20 before working on their health. Going to be a very, very long duration. I've been breeding them for the better part of about 3 to 4 weeks now, and I just want really, really OP ones because you can crank their health up to like 50k already with still having tons of points to put into melee. So I'd just like to imagine what we could get the health up to if we start breeding the health mutations. But today, what I want to do is we've actually got I think it's 2 or 3 Spinos now. Is it in this one? Nope. Where are you in this one? Yeah, as I've been coming across them, we've been taming Spinos. We've got a 1168, a 162 and a 180, and we're getting pretty decent stats. And this is one of the dinos that I would really love to start doing the colour mutations on, and that is because I think they actually they actually look really good. So we're on the lookout for a female Spino because unfortunately we've only got males, so I can't even start the breeding process. So any sort of level female, and then if we spot any other higher levels, then I'm happy to go ahead and do them. And then I also want to keep an eye out for the Tapejaras, because we want flyers for the other maps, so Tapejara might be good. Currently I've been using the Bloodstalker to get around, and I absolutely love using the Bloodstalker. And I think I figured out why I like using the Bloodstalker, and that's because it's not a case that you just fly up and then you fly in a straight line and you don't really have to pay attention with the Bloodstalker. It's a little bit more focused, it's a little bit more fun to get around with. I don't know if it's quicker than like the Griffin or the Snow Owl, but I do know that it is more fun, to be honest with you. Now we have got the SS Personal Teleporter. These things you can actually leave little beacons behind, so if I like right click there, then we get a little beacon, but that thing will only last 5 minutes, so it's not overly overpowered, plus it uses 50 element shards to leave a beacon, which is half a piece of element to leave a beacon, which is not really worthwhile. So we have built a actual teleporter. They cost the same as the normal vanilla teleporters, they're just smaller in size, which is a lot more convenient. And we've got one in, that's Gaz's base, that is Mac's base, that's the kibble farm. I may show you over there at some point, and this is the hatchery, and this is my base. So we're just going to go teleport over to Max, and then we can sort of have a look around to see if we can't spot any decent leveled Spinos. And give it a second to load in, because he's got immense amounts of structures in his area now. Whoa, that was loud. Okay. He's also breeding the food generations on the pigs while I'm doing the health mutations. Got shine horns over here as well. So let's get a spitter. Where's our 14k one? That's our... Yeah, we've got one weight one which has like 2,000 weight, and then we've got a health one which is like 15,000 health. Bloodstalkers is also another thing that I would really like to do the mutations on. So yeah, might keep an eye out. We may do a little run on them once we find some female Spinos. Oh. Now I don't really know. I know that they obviously spawn in like the water sort of areas, so they're not sort of inland, but I think they can spawn pretty much anywhere that there is water. Let's just have a bounce around. I did see one a couple of days ago. It wasn't great, like it wasn't a great level, but it wasn't a female either, so I didn't even bother. That was where me and Mac was doing, I think it was one of the beta missions. We had kept on, no, we had to keep on switching out our, got to be careful of bloodstalkers around here taking us off our mount. I think it was the beta Spino one, and it nearly killed both my Alpha and Bravo Rexes. So yeah, that was interesting. I'm fairly sure that when we get to doing the Alpha variants of the missions, we are going to have to need... No, we are going to have to need... What is up with me? We're definitely going to have to need a full sort of boss lot of Rexes. And that is where the saddles sort of come into play as well, that we really desperately need. How have I not spotted one Spino yet? Or Tapejar. Is it Tapejar? Tapejara? As soon as I find one, I guess I'll bring you back, guys, because this could take a while. Sorry about that quick cut. We're just over back at Mac's place now. I'm going to hop off of this guy and actually run around on the Rex. And that's because I couldn't actually see much jumping around. I only spotted one Spino. And that one was the wrong gender and the rubbish level. It was like level 24. So I'm going to run around, start clearing stuff out with the Alpha Rex, my Reximus Prime. Hello, Mr. Reximus Prime. And yeah, clear stuff out, hopefully wish for better spawn. So if I find anything, I'll bring you back. Alright then, guys, so around about half hour later, I've been clearing everything that I do come across. I've killed an Alpha Carno as well that I ran across. So we've got a bunch of junk on us, and I've been killing absolutely everything I see, to be honest with you. I have finally found a Spino, and it is a 120 female. So level, not overly fantastic, but the fact is that we just really need a female in order to start breeding. So we are actually going to have to try to trap this girl. We have got the stuff on us to make a trap with the behemoth case, so I just want to make sure there's nothing on my Rex that I absolutely need right now. So let's get, which one of you are our health ones? That would be you. Let's throw you out and then pick you up. And come on, really? How are you floating there? There we go. So we need to try, oh my god. Let me get rid of this raptor first. Hopefully kill my guy's health and hunger. There we go. Yum 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 yum. Maybe I shouldn't have thrown my throne. Picked my Rex back up. So I need to get rid of this Carno as well. Let's just get a look at the land. Ooh. Yeah, where can we set our trap? Is he really fighting a frog? No, we want to put our trap somewhere around here, but we've got all sorts of badness, including bugs. No! Okay, he missed me. Oh my god. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna have to get my Rex out. Okay, so let's do one of these. Hit you. Oh, there we go. That was close. Really? Stop picking on my bloody Bloodstalker. Naughty Capra. These guys. Where is that Spino gone? Okay, he's over there. Maybe I should just keep the Rex out rather than the Bloodstalker. I thought the Bloodstalker might be better because easier to get around and all. And that Moss is clearly running away from something. It's a Dillo, so never mind. Chibi really gets on my nerves sometimes. He just do that. Thank you. Let's quickly grab our stuff. Behemoth gates. Cute. And Behemoth gateways. Thank you. Do one there. Please don't aggro me. And we want, say, one here. And then one here. Just want to make a box so you can't get out. Thank you, awesome. God, I wish these things weren't automatically on auto close and open. Manual. New, switch to auto close only. Set close delay. And we want that on, say, 5 seconds. Then, can we get something to shoot this guy with? No, really? Okay, apparently I've got the whole glung glitch, so... Glung glitch? Yeah, that's right. There we go. Now I'll put guard on there. Ouch. Come on, come in. What is he fighting exactly? Is he in? I don't think that's in. God's sake. Nice colours though. Oh. Come on. Come on. That's in. Thank you. Ooh, okay. So nothing should aggro my Rex on the outside. And this guy has just under 7k torque ball. So it's going to just be a little bit. Let's catch you back after he's knocked out. There we go. Happy days. Before anything happens then, I would really like to pick up my Rex, because this tame is still, on our settings, going to be like a 40-minute tame. Let me just get you from there. How big is the hitbox on this bloody door? There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna obviously sit here, wait for her to tame up, and if it doesn't take too long, then I may go out and look for some more, whilst keeping an eye out for the Tapejaras. I do believe this is going to be something like 7 or 8 exceptional kibble, but I'm sure we'll find out. And I do have to monitor its narcotic or its unconscious level, because this thing will wake up otherwise. So I guess I'll catch you back in a bit. Alright, so after a good few days of breeding these guys up, now I did get a complete base set. I think we got like 8 females and 1 male. I was breeding them non-stop to get the different colours. I'm not going for stat mutation right now, I just want to get the set of colours I actually want. And it is actually getting a little bit dark, so what I'm going to do is gamma up just a bit to say 2.5 to be alright. Which made absolutely no difference, maybe gamma 3. Gamma 3. There we go, that's better. Yeah, so we've got an absolute bunch of colours, and I've been putting them in here. Now, I'm not too sure what colours we actually want to go for. So we've got absolute tons of pinks. We've got some sort of light blue / cyan on that one. Now, let's grab any blues, greens, and reds. We've got so many. That's a sort of greenish colour. I don't even know if that would be classed as green. Got a pink. It's like an orangey red there. We also want blacks in case we get an outliner in black. That's a green, a red, bright pink, red, pink, that's a green. And then we've got a green here. It's like a purple. Some of the pink and magentas and purples are really vibrant, so I may actually want to switch and do one of them as well. But let's just first of all try to get a mix of the ones that we do want. So the first number there in the colours is the main body. So we've got some decent colours. We've got a purple, which I think sort of came out looking bluish, so I may pick up that one just to see if I can make it work. That's a very vibrant red. Purple, purple, black, and green, and purple, magenta, greenish, magenta. It's a sort of yellowish body, and there's the colour again. So Got an absolute bunch here, so let's see if we can't figure out what we want where on these guys. It may be a little bit more difficult at night time. Now, I did change our teleportation platform. Oh, before we go off, I went ahead and I've done the scrap metal farm. So I've got a baryonyx in there, just an old one, just melee gem 4. I'm up to like 7 or 8 at the moment. I've put them away from breeding at the moment, just because I've got like so much over there breeding already. I just wanted to sort of rein it in a little bit, rather than causing more lag, considering we can have a ton of babies over here walking around. So we've just got the parasaurs on breeding, we've got a bunch of aircons underneath them, we've got the baryonyx on neutral rather than aggressive, because if he kills the babies too quickly, he doesn't actually get the resources for it, so he waits until one of them is dead, then he goes and eats that. When he eats that, he tends to kill a whole bunch of the babies, so sort of lag control. And it's working out pretty well. I've got around about 5k of metal, of metal at the moment from it, and not to mention a bunch of electronics and element dust and oil, which we do not need because we've got around about 400,000 of that from all our basils at the moment. So let's go down to all of these taps, shall we? Let's just see what ones we got. Oh, see, that's a really nice green. And then I'm not too sure what your one is. Oh, it's like a dark blue on the wings. I think that's the same. Is that the same region as the green? Don't think it. I think it's a lot easier if I take off the HUD while doing this. It's hard to tell. Let's just keep on going through them. Okay, stop jumping. It's going to be really hard in the dark. Obviously, with the really vibrant colours like the reds and that, you can tell quite easily. Keep on throwing these out. That's like a dark forest green. See, this is meant to be the purple body. To me, that looks more blue than purple. Or it could just be because it's on a certain colour region. So I think we might go for that blue. Blue, green and black, do you reckon? Maybe some red? Okay. Oh, we got a green body actually. Or is that yellow? You know what? I'm probably just going to wait until it's like daytime-ish. Or I might just go grab some lights to throw down over there. Okay, it's a little bit better. Just so we can see what we're working with. Yeah, that is a proper just green body. Yeah, I like that one. I don't even know what I've got in my hand. Okay, we've still got some tappies here. Ooh. That's a bit vibrant, isn't it? I think them two are the same. That one and that one. They look the same. This one's like the cyan outline on the head, which is really nice, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make that work in. That's one of our boss Rexes. I've leveled all of these guys up. So now we're at 50k health and 1000, so we're very, very close to being able to do the boss. The only thing we're waiting on is finding decent saddles, but we're going to be able to do the Mega Pithecus before we actually find the saddles, so I'm going to push forward and do that. So how many colour regions have these guys got? I do like that like dark green, but I think if I have the green body, that one is not going to go fantastically well. We've got this one, which has the sort of deep dark blue outlining. Whoa. Okay, so definitely not going to go for that purple body. What are we going to go for? I think we can go for the green body here. So we want that guy, and then we want the green main circles for the fin, because that's like a luminous green. But I think for the trim, we could go for black as well, because that will highlight the green even more. What can we go for? Green flecks. Got black. That's like a dark blue trim. I think that red is the same one as the green, so we probably can't go for that. Go for orange. I don't think we've got any other main colours on the body, have we? So we've got, that's green 3, this is green 1. I think that's going to be green 6, which is the trim, but we can see what that comes out looking like. Or we can throw in this one, and I think this is just looking blue because it's got other blue highlights. So we grab this guy and have a look. Can I see what's here? Okay, so that's the main body. Yeah, the end one is a really, it looks black to me, but we can go for that rather than the green. So we don't want this one. Awesome. What I'm going to do is throw the ones that we want to keep towards the front end over here. Like you, and you. Okay. So we've got the black outline, green main part. I think we've got 2 more. We've got the inner ring and then the center ring as well. And then I don't know what the last one is. So, green, black. You got any, oh, we could go for like this. We could go white. Is white the same as that one? Let's just see if these two are the same colour region. You know, I'm just going to do this off camera until I've got a set that I actually like. Alright then, so after a lot of umming and ahhing about it, I would really have liked to have that like really bright lime green, but the other colours that I had for the other regions on it just wasn't going to match. So we're going to go with the sort of brighter red, well not even bright, it's like, oh wow, the death messages from him over there, he's going to town on them. So yeah, we've got the main sort of colour being the red here, and then we've got the green body, so we're going with green, red and black. We've got the black trim, which is just a literal trim on the main little stripe bits that go up on its fins and down its front bits of its arms. And then we've got the inner, is it the inner circles? Yes, the very, very inner circles are red there. And then the second set of circles, I do believe, are green. Where is the second set of circles? It's over here. Yeah, it is green. So we've got, so what we're going to have is the green body with the red main sections of the fins, with then the green circles, and then the very red inner bit of the circle. So hopefully it should look alright, but it's the case now we're going to have to stick all of these guys together and try to breed, make sure that we've got a mix of genders here, have we? Male, 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 not looking good. Male, definitely not looking good. Ah, female, there we go. So as long as we've got one female, this is obviously going to be one that we start with until we've got them two. But what I'm also going to do is get all the pinks and purples, like the really vibrant ones, and I'm going to make a mix match one of them to see what I can get with that. So then we're going to have like a boy looking one and then a girl looking one, so we can sort of see which one looks better. So I'm going to carry on with all the breeding. I'm going to put all of these lot together, and then I'm going to put a load of the pinks, magentas and purples together, and then we can see how each one turns out. So I guess I'll catch you back probably in another couple of days. So yeah, back in a bit. Alright then guys, so it's now actually around about 4 or 5 days later since that last bit of recording, and a lot of time breeding the colour mutations that we had into 2 different sets of tappies. And in between that cut and this one, we actually went and did the Megapithecus Gamma, Beta and Alpha, and then we attempted the Dragon Gamma, and we did do it, but at a bit of a cost. I'll just show you a couple of clips of that. So as you can probably tell, the Gamma Dragon, because it does 10% damage to each bit of each time it hits you with its fire attack, it did not go fantastically well. And the reason that I wanted to carry on this recording after I'd done that fight is because we unlocked the Tappy Tech saddle. When we do, I think it's the Alpha Megapithecus or the Gamma Dragon that you unlock it on, but we've now got access to that. And I've actually crafted up a couple of them, and I wanted to show you the finished products of what we've got. Now, for the sort of outline around the wings and towards the head bit, I did have a couple of different colour options. I had that dark sort of mossy green or forest green colour, and it didn't look fantastic. And then I had like an orangey colour, that didn't look fantastic, so I tried the black colour, and the black sort of outlines it really, really well. So I'm quite happy that I've gone with that one. And then with the pink ones, I've just gone full purple, magenta, and pinks on it, and they look absolutely insane. I do like the way they look, and the whole reason I wanted to do that sort of side of breeding as well as my side is because max colours are black and purple, while mine are black and blue. Now, obviously these are not black and blue, I know that clearly, but I wanted to go sort of a tropical look to them, and I think it's come out looking really nice. And I really do like the new patterns on the Tapejaras, because obviously the original Tapejaras, they would not look nearly as good with these sort of colours. And if you can tell by the sort of gear that I've got, I actually died in the beatdown mission in the volcanic area, and I lost all of my gear, like my shotgun, my compound bow, all of my tools, all of my stuff, and I also lost Pippin or Chibi. So now we're using the Phoenix that we got, which means I'm going to have to start leveling it all over again, which is all fun and games. Obviously, I know even with the Gravestone mod, but when you die in the Volcanic Beatdown mission, you just happen to lose all of your gear. I'm not the only one that's happened to, and sometimes you just got to take the hit. But nevertheless, we're going to give the Tapejaras a test out over in the swamp area. I know recording over there is not the best. The best area to record is probably this biome or the Arctic, but I don't fancy putting on all of my fur gear, and we can't really shoot stuff around here with the tech saddle. But what I have gone and done and bred out the tappies over here, and I put a tech saddle on each one. This one is, I'm actually going to drop this over to Mac, because I put a tech saddle on it and it's got all of his colours, and I think it looks pretty freaking good actually. We've got like a purple main body, and then we've got the pink wings, and with the rest of it, it actually looks really, really nice. Yeah, I do like that one a lot. I like my one even more, to be honest with you. Now, obviously I'm going to drop off a breeding pair of these so then he can imprint them himself. But I thought just to show off the tech saddle and whatnot, we'd give him that one. And then my one, oh yeah, it looks even nicer. I really do like the way these guys look, and it's come out really nice, especially with the tech saddle. You can't really tell from here because we're too high from the platform. We go down a little bit and we get into the light. Yeah, that looks freaking nice. Tech saddle, I put his little thing in. So I think he's come out looking really, really nice actually, and I've said that about 4 times because I'm really happy with the colours. Now obviously I'm going to continue the breeding for mutations with the base lot, and I'm going to pump just basically a load of stamina and weight, to be honest with you, maybe health as well. I'm not really going to bother with the melee, because if we're using it as hex saddle, we're just going to be using it to shoot stuff. Let's quickly ball up max one. And today for me is actually VE day, and my entire road is celebrating outside, obviously keeping 2 meter distance from one another, staying within the rules, but it's very big, because it's like the 75th anniversary of it. And what I am going to do is actually get a couple of these flags. I'm going to need some of the paints as well. Let me get all the stuff together and we can go over to Max and drop stuff off. Okay, that's them 2 done, and I know I made a little cut there. It's because it takes ages to actually do them. Takes around about a minute or so to do each one. So do that, and then we can go in with this one, and which one's this one? This one. There we go. And where's our sign? Do this. And then we go to Mac. Oh, it would help if I've actually clicked on the box, wouldn't it? To Mac. Happy VE Day. There we go. So at least he's going to know what it's all about. I did tell him that I'll sort out his colours for him on the tappies, and I'll carry on the mutation breeding at a later date. Because we're working on Ferrozinos now, considering that the Dragon Battle didn't exactly go all that great. We've actually chose to try the Ferrozinos out, and we're going to have to actually put some element into this guy. There we go. Now I know that I said I don't use flyers over here, it's pretty much true. The main point of this one is to use it on one of the other maps, but I thought for time's sake we might as well try it out over here. Why is it that the red doesn't really show up in this biome? That is peculiar, isn't it? The X creatures don't really take all that much damage. I don't know if they take less or increased damage, or even remotely the same damage. What? Take that, Baryonyx. Oh, what level is it? 108. Not all that high. Do X creatures take increase or less damage? Less damage. Oh my god. Come on. Die, warrior. How much? It's going to be like 2 elements to kill a parasol. That's just insane, isn't it? More than 2 element by the looks of it. This guy is like stupidly high level. 180, yep, that would be stupidly high. That would actually be the best on our server settings. Raptor's taking 121 damage. I can't really hit him because he's behind the body. You reckon the Tapejara gets XP for killing stuff using this? Let me kill these levels in something. Let's say that, and then some levels into health. So we're on 458.9. 8.9. So it doesn't actually get XP for killing stuff with his hit. It's unfortunate, but it's just one of them things. Yeah, so I'm going to carry on leveling this guy up. I'm probably going to... Actually, I probably won't carry on leveling this guy up. That's a lie. I'm probably going to carry on with the mutation breeding and bring them back somewhere in the future, because it's going to take a good few weeks to actually get that all done. And what I'll be doing is carry on with the Ferrozino. I'm not too sure what I've got planned for the next episode. I may start with the Spino breeding actually, get some colours on them, and then start the level, like the proper mutations with the health and melee mainly on the Spinos, because we're going to need them come aberration. The Ferrozinos are to do the dragon fight. I've already bred up a bunch more new Rex bosses, or boss Rexes, yeah, I think that's the correct term. Boss Rexes, in order to try to fight, because I did actually manage to find a Mastercraft Rex saddle. We did go into the Gamma Dragon fight only rocking primitive saddles on the majority of our Rexes, a few ramshackles, maybe apprentice here and there, but otherwise pretty garbage saddles. So I've got 18 Rexes bred up and balled up, gaining passive XP in their Pokeballs. So in another week or two, perhaps maybe be able to even take the element out of you before I ball you up, before able to actually do the dragon fight again to see how they fare. And we're only going to do 30k health instead of 50, and just put the rest of the points into melee and see how that works for us. But for today's episode, I think that's going to do it. We've actually lost quite a lot in our little chibi Griffin, because it took me ages to level him up to level 3, let alone how long it's going to take me to do this one all over. But we also made a bunch more. Like, we've got decent weapons. We've even got better weapons than we had before. Like, our compound bow is 452%, and that's because I mind wiped and done everything in crafting skill to craft it, as well as the pump action shotgun and all of my tools. So we've actually come out on top of everything. Just cost a hell of a lot of resources, which thank you Mac for that, because he actually allowed me to use all of his resources at his base, because I've not really been doing much of resource runs as to opposed to just breeding. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed today's episode, and hopefully I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.